everybody, welcome to the Latter Experience, LATA Experience podcast, where we share our laughing with AIESEC Experience stories, right? Anyway, so heading on. Today we're going to talk about how AIESEC has given us laughter in one way or another, made us happy, taught us like there's more to life than being sad, because it's a period when you don't know what people are going through in life, and all you need to do is smile and tell someone that they're going to be okay and everything's going to be okay. So we're going to start from our far end. Casey, can you tell us how AIESEC has made you happy in one way or another?
Crazy. Out of everyone.
No, I feel like you're the person at the far end, so I have to start with you.
How has AIESEC made me
happy? How has AIESEC... should I say briefed? Is briefed the word? How's AIESEC?
But I get your point.
Yes.
So. I think for me, in so many ways, you can say, because I joined AIESEC in 2022, and my growth through my journey through AIESEC, I have been able to grow so fast. So just I found a place where I became very safe, and the people that we met in AIESEC, they were just so amazing. I felt comfortable. I got to do things that I wanted to do, and I'm experienced.
But you see this guys is part of laughing with AIESEC. You see, like at the moment we have just witnessed something funny, that you won't see behind the cameras, but we will still continue to tell us how AIESEC has made us laugh. So okay, Casey, let me stop you there. Let me ask you, like, what is something funny you learned in AIESEC? Like something you had and you were like, but also as a maybe like something.
I think I just said the other one I was talking about. That's better. Let me just continue with it. So, I think in AIESEC we usually have levels to. You first join as a member, you cannot hear the VP and all those things. So getting into AIESEC at a point in time where I didn't know so many things, but I became a member. Then out of there, I shot up to a crazy level, and I didn't think I'd be able to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
That made me really, really happy, and I got to do things I didn't think I would have done. Even right now, the content we're shooting right now, it was an idea I had, and seeing it happening, this has really made me happy. And these are my members actually, they're all my EST members, so this is a happy moment for me right now, so yeah.
So this is how AIESEC has brought life into you. This. Okay. Our artist, Sean Esho, can you tell us how AIESEC has brought life into you, how AIESEC has made you happy as a person?
That's experience. A lot of the past year, it's been crazy. The one moment that I usually look back onto is waking up in a stranger's house.
How many times a night do you do that?
Not many.
Okay. Fair enough.
Not many, 7 plus.
Not many.
In a week?
Like twice?
No.
Monday to Sunday.
Let's say by weekly, by monthly.
Yeah.
So that morning, waking up and then tunafinyana kwa tuk kwa watano. Pamoja na dereva. Get the stage. Yeah. I'd say the experience and the people.
Experience with the people.
Like me.
Okay. Let's go to our lovely Caradio. And Makare, how has AIESEC brought life into you? How happiness, like, at this point in time, like, you guys should know, we have a podcast host here. As much as I'm a host, we have someone here who has a podcast called The Caradio. You guys should actually go check it out. Caradio! So, Edna, tell us, AIESEC, happiness, marginal for us.
One, I'm an extrovert. I'm never ashamed of the fact that I'm an extrovert. And the fact that I've gotten to make so many friends and that I can walk into a room and be like, I'm an AIESEC, and everyone is so cool with that. that makes so much sense to me and has made me so happy. I'm so happy talking to people. I'm so happy knowing what people have going on. I'm so happy knowing I can have small talk with anyone. So the fact that I have friendships, I have people I can make small talk with, people I can just see once and be like, AIESEC.
You've built relationships around AIESEC.
You know,
that give you
I
happy.
can build that
Like
relationship
people that when you see, you're like,
yeah. So probably one day when I meet Polycarp, I'll just be like, "You are nice."
Bwana, Polycarp, Bwana.
Yeah. So the people, I'm such a people person. I love being around people. So being around people this much around AIESEC, I've lived my childhood fantasy. Yeah.
On to the next person, Chiza. Hello.
Hi.
Tell us much happiness and AIESEC to you.
I think AIESEC is actually a safe space. It's a safe space. It makes you. It's a place where you can actually be whoever, whichever you want to be, without any judgment. One of my favorite memories in AIESEC was when we were having our national conference. So we usually have a stereotype of what masculinity should be, and that time
I can see where you're going.
At that time, imagine we had the chance to cross-dress. It was a theme night, so people were cross-dressing, and it was just fun. There was no judgment, and it just shows how AIESEC is open to everyone. It's accommodative, and we had fun, and you still even make fun of that day till now. So that just merges AIESEC and happiness. You can be whoever you want to be and better through the experiences, and you have fun with it.
Well, excuse me. Okay, so we will continue to the next. Roy Mugongo. Your name has been mentioned before. Do you want to clear up the allegations, or should I just go straight to my question?
Go straight to your question.
Actually, I feel like Roy has brought happiness into most of our experiences in AIESEC. Because if she remembers, You see, everyone has Roy experience in terms of when people think of Roy, it's fun and experiences.
Yeah.
And that is what we're talking about today. So Roy, tell us, whether you have been fun to everyone else. Talk about how you have felt happiness and fun to yourself, Sasa. Now to yourself, how have you felt that as an AIESECer?
It's a really tough question. Jokes. Yeah, but anyway, I can say because they have really compiled on all of everything that I was going to say. But this is complimentary of a yeah, but anyway, I can say the roll calls. Because for me, let's say we are that's AIESEC space, and then roll calls in there. Okay, Roy, dancer. Tongoze. So I saw a comment today, AIESEC in Kenya. Actually, I even dance at ILC's roll call as if I did them.
Yeah.
So
Builds fun.
I just love the roll calls, and I love little people, like when you're dancing. Yeah, so I can say other than that, it's the conference and also the people, because I can't be alone in life. There are so many people, we are diverse, different personalities, and everyone has a story. And personally, I love storytelling, I love listening to stories. So when I'm in a space with so many like-minded individuals who are ready to have fun and to put in the work from home. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Wait, relax. Anyway, so as for me, AIESEC and fun. Where can I start? For me, AIESEC has been such a journey. I don't even know where to start and where. When I'm talking about my AIESEC journey, I don't even know where nianzie wapi nimalizie wapi. Sijui. Because for me, I'd say it's the people I've met in AIESEC. People I've met in AIESEC and the events in AIESEC. Where, guys, join AIESEC. Anyway, so I'll talk about one event. There was this, okay, we actually have an event coming up, NatConf. Guys, come for NatConf. You'll see us at
What is that?
9th to 12th May.
Define that.
So NatConf is national conference, happens in Kenya, Nairobi. No, not Nairobi exactly, but in Kenya. And we usually have people from AIESEC entities all over the world who come and join us in building leadership, mentorship, and building growth amongst the youth. So you guys should actually come for NatConf. Wambieni, come for.
Come
Exactly. So I had gone for NatConf. It was my first year as an AIESEC, so in the last year, 2023. So actually, sikuwa na plan kwenda. I was not planning to go for this event. Sorry, excuse my Swahili. I was not planning to go for this event. So I remember it was one fateful night at a place called Central. Please, you will know Central if you join AIESEC. Join AIESEC. And come for NatConf. So it was on one fateful day. It was on a Friday. So we were in Central with the lovely radio, and we were being told I was being told there's a conference happening. So everyone was coming to ask me, Warren, are you going for NatConf? I'm like, NatConf, I'm not quite sure. So I was like told, you do this tomorrow morning, be at your end. Okay, I'm from AIESEC in your end. Elsie Kubwa in your end. So okay, so I was told be at your end by Edna. Do you remember? Be at your end by like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
We're leaving for NatConf. So I'm like, guys, Evo too, like just like that. I'm like, yeah, you just come to your end tomorrow morning. We're going for NatConf. So I got home. Hey. So as you all know, I'm an African parent. You need to convince them. So I'm going for an event tomorrow that is taking I'm sleeping outside for 2 days. How am I conveying this message? So I just told my parents, hey guys, there's an event. I'm going. I'm sorry. It's written on paper. You can just be mad. We'll talk about this later. Sorry. So I parked in the morning. Actually, hey, Central AIESEC quarters did the thing to me. So in the morning, I'm like trying to recover, then to go for this event. So in the morning, I'm there. So 7 a.m. Me and Caridio, Hivi too, like this, with the bag, on our way to your end. So we went for the conference, and let me tell you guys, that is the best impromptu trip I have ever taken in my life in 2023. Because I got there, okay, when I got to your end, it was people from my entity, so people from your end, so interacted with them. But you see, when you're going for something, you don't know who you're going to meet. Yeah. So I went, it was held in Nakuru, right? So we got to Nakuru, and like, now when we got to Nakuru, like I saw so many people, and I was like, wait, hold on, wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. Because I'm not used to very large crowds, so it was kind of 50-50 hard for me. But I joined the spaces that were very innovative. Actually joined 2 spaces only. Don't ask why I didn't join all of them, please. I only joined 2 spaces. But in those 2 spaces I joined, they were very innovative, and I really liked that experience. And at night, hey, Shalom. Let me tell you.
Come and find out.
Come and find out. Because it was quite an amazing experience. I wouldn't say that for the world. And you see, the fact that I was a new AIESEC member, and from my entity, I was one of the chosen few who were selected to go for this trip. I wouldn't say free, but at a discount from my LC, from my local chapter, I would say it was quite an eye-opening experience, and it made me see the fun in AIESEC, the people of AIESEC who are not only my entity members from your end, the rest. I saw all of them, and I was like, hey, like if this is what AIESEC entails, I need to be here for a long time. So my fun experience was NatConf. So yeah, come for NatConf. Anyway, on to the next question. I feel like there's this thing in AIESEC where people stereotype AIESEC as a club. Yes, it's a club, but is it though? Is it though? People stereotype AIESEC as a club, but people don't really usually know what AIESEC really is. You see, I feel like people usually hear AIESEC, oh, there's AIESEC in your end, there's AIESEC in Kabarak, there's AIESEC in KU, blah, blah, blah. But when we speak of AIESEC, they usually incorporate AIESEC with the other clubs that are in their universities. But AIESEC is not quite a club. And I'll have Casey tell us, why is AIESEC not a club, according to you?
Well, so AIESEC is an organization. It's an organization because what we do is exchange, and AIESEC is in over 100 plus countries around the world. So it's not just in Kenya, it's in literally name the country, there's AIESEC there. But why we add the reason why in Kenya we are assumed to be a club is we manifest ourselves to the youth through the universities, and how we reach the youth through the universities is through registering ourselves as a club with the university for them to give us space to access the youth here. But ideally, when you get into AIESEC, you're going to find out AIESEC is not really a club per se, because you get to interact with people all over the world. Tell me a club that gives you that. So AIESEC is just another, it gives you a full experience. So I don't think it's a club really. It gives you, I don't know, even when I was joining AIESEC, I was introduced to AIESEC the day by this girl. She was my we were classmates in high school. Literally, she sat in front of me in high school. We're not going to that. But at the time, when I learned about AIESEC, she was advertising a conference. It's called YSF. YSF is Youth Speak Forum. Yeah, so it was happening in Dubai at that time. Yeah. So I got interested to join AIESEC because I hadn't seen young people doing such things, and for me, she told me they are the people who organized it. So you see, you're being given room to grow, room to find out things that you can be able to do and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my difference.
Okay. Club yako imekupeleka abroad. Club gani hiyo?
I'm a wife.
But anyway, yeah, love that. I feel like that has really expanded what AIESEC is. And please, we're not a club, we're an organization. And what? Organization. Exactly. Anyway, I feel like everyone should actually tell us what role they hold in AIESEC.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll start here. Our dancer.
Yeah, so
Roy.
It's called RCM, Protocol Manager. Yeah, so I'm the current local chapter vice president, university and alumni relations in AIESEC in KU. Yeah.
Jina kubwa.
I was the president of AIESEC in Kenyatta University, and I'm also the business development manager for AIESEC in South Africa.
Hey, club yako imepeleka South Africa.
I was vice president talent management at AIESEC in UN. Currently team lead PR and events at AIESEC.
I am Sean Esho.
No, actually,
Okay, so yes, Sean Esho. I am currently the graphic designer for the country. Yes, and I am also the local chapter vice president of the marketing and public relations portfolio.
Come on.
Where? In Kenyatta University. Kenyatta University.
Team Kubwa,
Big in
Kenyatta, that dreams are made true.
Exactly.
Amesema hiyo jina nikasikia joto.
What are you end of?
Tuendelee mkono hapa.
What are you end of making a comeback? Just say, Kenyatta.
JC.
Since we're naming names, my name is Okay, so I am the country manager, marketing and PR. I have to mention so that you guys know the weight of this role.
Hey!
Everyone has my number.
Wait, go ahead.
I feel like
Oh, you should get out.
You've been recruited. But no. You were recruitment by force.
Motivating factor.
Yes.
exactly.
This girl has done a
Everyone is in my team, so I get to manage them. But just saying. So my role entails. Am I supposed to say that too? Yeah.
No.
Emma,
Never.
I'm sorry. You're supposed to tell us the role. What you do in AIESEC?
So what I do in AIESEC is the marketing director or country manager, marketing and PR. I do. Aside from that, again, really, it's when you are a marketing director, you are the vice president of the country. So just overseeing how the country runs in terms of marketing and all that stuff.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey! Madam Boss.
Uhuru wa
Madam
AIESEC.
Boss.
Uhuru. I'm sorry. Wait, Ruto.
Hey!
Sorry. Ruto. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Ruto.
Not to get
Ruto wa AIESEC.
regarding. Okay.
Anyway, so guys, you had big roles. Managing marketing in AIESEC in Kenya, managing marketing and PR in AIESEC in KU, formerly managing talent management HR in AIESEC in UN, currently managing PR as a team leader, former alumni, current business in AIESEC in South Africa, LCVP, managing university and alumni relations in AIESEC in KU. I am I am me.
What do you do?
I am me. Okay, what do I do? I am the current
Director.
Buona director, storytelling, producer, and product manager.
Oh, well.
We need the ladies. Hey, ladies and gents, shalom. Current storytelling producer and product manager in AIESEC in Kenya. So yeah, that's what I do. Anyway, so guys, this is little mongelele. All these things you're talking about. Managing, was former managing, is managing. See, all this is so many, it's so many leadership roles. What are the challenges you faced as a leader currently? Currently and before you came into this role as a person in AIESEC. What are the challenges?
So as a leader,
please, just.
And my leaders are watching, also have a leader. But as a leader, managing teams, it's not really easy. People see you running a team and it's functional, they think you just tell people do this, do that, and you just do it. So leading a team, it takes it's a skill actually. Team management is a skill that you get to learn through AIESEC. You first join, you become a member, you lead, you become a team leader, you lead a small team, then now you become a vice president, you lead a bigger team, and then now we get to this other level with the president to lead a whole entity. And experiencing that in different levels, the challenges I have experienced is having to fire people. So if someone doesn't really perform in their role, you become friends with these people and you get into a team. So it gets to a point when they're not performing anymore, you have to make tough decisions to fire them or things like this. And then another thing in AIESEC we do recruitment. So say in each and every year or each and every step, if you want to get a higher rank, you're gonna have to reapply. So if you are a leader in a position where you are interviewing people to get the position, you might be faced with a tough challenge to not accept someone, and that was your friend, but also telling them you're not the right for that role. So those are the main challenges faced as a leader.
Okay. Our manager. Marketing and PR. Tell us.
I strongly relate to my manager over here when it comes to accepting, rejecting people who have applied. Hey, stuff.
I think she should tell us I'm a fire wangapi first of all.
That's so mean.
Bombastic.
It's actually hard to give grace to people first. I might give you a warning in the first place, tell you how you should do it better and stuff, but that's grace is okay. Yeah, so I'm just trying to give people grace and give them a second chance before firing them. Yeah, but maybe like 2 so far.
Hey,
Shocking.
Yeah, now.
the person she fired has sent her. Ametuma.
Disclaimer, I really know how to manage those relations really well. When I fire you, we still become friends, and I know how to twist it. I'm not gonna send you you're fired to me, no. I just call you, talk to you, and tell you that you know.
This sounds familiar. Naomba nikipuliza. Naomba nikipuliza.
I'll just want to get to the point that's your new I'm not performing, so let me just create something. Yeah, so you just have to reason with these people. Don't be a rude leader, just be a friend.
I feel like that's a quality that comes with AIESEC.
Yeah.
You have to learn that, right?
True. Especially like I am on that journey right now. I have just recruited members. The journey of being a good leader. I have just recruited members. I'm looking forward to working with them. No, I am seeing problems in the future.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
But we'll work around it. Yeah.
Now, I feel like for you have managed a full entity, a whole AIESEC in your end as the HR. So I feel like you have faced. No.
Wow.
Watch and okay.
I think the hardest part of leadership, and in as much as I was top of the chain, HR, handling everyone, the hardest part of running a team is, are you empowering them enough? Are they trying enough? Are they doing enough? Are they becoming the best version of themselves? Are they doing what they wanted when they joined the organization? So that's the hardest part, and I am proud to say my entire team applied for higher roles, and I felt so good because the hardest part is knowing. I'm sure every parent raises a kid knowing they want them to be better than they are. So the same way raising a kid is hard, running a team is hard. You don't know if these guys want to quit. You don't know if what they want is not what you want. You want them to become VPs, they don't want that. How will you empower them into what they want? How will you empower them into knowing that 9 to 5 they want is what's really good for them? And I took advice from a football coach called Pep Guardiola from Man City. This guy said that for him to successfully run Manchester City, he has to show them that he knows everything. You have to show them that, you know what, any problem you approach me with, I can handle it. That guy, I don't remember if he's married, but you could come to him with a divorce case and he'll be like, you know what, handle it like this, like this, like this. So you have to be able to know that you're empowering your members enough. You know, it's not just about you. You're literally impacting another person's life, and they're watching you do everything and they're like, I want to be like this person. So that's the hardest part, knowing that you're the example. It's crazy.
I can add to that actually. The part you said you present yourself as knowing everything, sometimes it's very scary. Because your member can approach with a problem you don't know how to fix, but they know that you know.
Sounds a bit personal, guys. But let's not digress.
Yeah.
Continue.
So when the member approaches you with a problem, they already know the view of someone who knows everything about this.
Yeah,
so when they approach you, you have to know.
You're the head of marketing. You need to know all these things.
I need to know everything about marketing and all that. So I present my problem to you, fix it, and they're like, hey, bro, it's really.
I think for that, I'd say like. Now it comes back to what she said, where you empower your members. So like you make them find solutions to these problems that they're giving you in a way that they feel like you're making them grow, but in real sense, okay, yes, you're making them grow, but in real sense, you're also growing as a person because you don't know these things. So it's like two-way. It's like two-way, but you're higher a bit because you're observing it. You're observing it, so you just tell them do this and this and this. You see if it will work out.
Actually, for me, my members are helping grow a lot. The community management.
Community management team. Okay.
These people, your team gives you so many ideas. You might be in a space. You might be in a space like I present to you my ideas, my strategies, and all these things. But I might not know it all, but you have these people in your team who give you more ideas, refine your ideas, make it even better. And I think I've learned a lot from my team. They've made me believe in myself as much. And as much as they are also growing, they've also helped me grow. There's this specific friend of mine, she does so many things. I'm like, fish. You know, you also get inspired as much as you're inspiring them. So,
I hope it's me.
So I think we conclude. I think with that we can conclude by saying, as a leader, like leadership for you three, okay, not even you three. I think for all you guys can be like it's you being the leader, yes, but you're like a tree, and the roots are your members. So the roots are growing on their own, and you as a leader are growing from the roots up, right? Right? I forgot smart guys. Let's continue. So for Chiza, she has affiliations in South Africa. She can tell us what challenges she's faced as a Kenyan working in South Africa. And as a Kenyan, how your role in Kenya, what you actually experience and how you actually overcame the challenges.
Hey, being the LCP was really tough. It was enjoyable but tough. I think one of the challenges I had as a leader was carrying the vision, no matter what. You're sad, you better show up. You're broke, you better show up. You have an event, you yourself, you're confused, you don't know like how things are going to turn out, but you have to carry the vision. Like I think that's the hardest part as a leader for me. You just have to show up. You don't have to make excuses, because I learned that as a leader, your team carries up your energy, like they absorb your energy. So if you are pessimistic, the event will not go as planned. Whether you feel good, bad, just take a 5 minutes, breathe, come back. You just have to show up. Yeah. So I think that was the hardest part, but you managed.
Of course.
Yeah. For essay, the hardest part.
Is it language barrier? Is it language barrier?
The hardest part is that actually we have different realities. Our work culture here in Kenya is very different from how people in SA work. So trying to understand like their work ethics, trying to have them. At times I'm trying to implement what you're doing here and there, but they're like it's 2 worlds apart. So it's really hard trying to work with a different culture and trying to have them like accept, because it's different. Their work ethic and ours is different.
So we'd say you've had a hard time like merging what you've learned in AIESEC in Kenya and AIESEC in South Africa. It's not been easy merging the two.
Yeah. I don't know if I should compare.
Hey, please. AIESEC in South Africa, we love you guys.
Yeah, but they're good people. They're really good. You can have a lot of fun with them.
It's amazing. Come to our dancer.
Hey.
Dancer.
I say right foot creep, walking with that heater.
Dancer. Can you tell us?
Okay.
No, first of all, I think you're just getting a team this year, right?
Okay.
So like you've not been in quite a heavy. Okay, yeah,
But
okay.
I can just
Relax, Buana.
I'm sorry.
So like I feel like as of now, you've not had quite really heavy roles as a leader, but as a person in AIESEC, like when you started your AIESEC time, you had leadership roles, as you tried to say. How what challenges have you faced along the way?
Okay. Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, so I can say I've had actually multiple roles in AIESEC. Too many roles. And different roles had different like experiences and different challenges. But one that was an eye-opener, I can say, take me back to Natcom.
Natcom, come for Natcom.
Aye.
Natcom.
Aye.
Hey guys, Natcom, 9 to 12 me.
Maybe we can share story. But anyway, when they were announcing, like, we usually have tribes. So a tribe will consist of people from different entities, not the people we're used to. So when they were announcing trade leaders, I was like, they called me Roy, and I'm only like 3 months old in ISEC. We were even beginning with that.
Yeah.
Mi bado ni mtoto jamani, I'm still children.
And,
Just a boy, I'm just a boy.
And I'm leading a team of people I've never seen, never interacted with.
Don't even know their names.
I don't even know their names.
Don't even know how they
White Stripe 7. So that was quite an eye-opener because it actually taught me how to deal with a team. Because these are people not used to. So I had to handle like the team dynamics. I had to understand. Okay, as much as it was a 3-day conference, all those 3 days were like a crazy experience for me because everything like in NatCon, everything is like has to do with tribes. Which tribe is this? Tribe name is Kamapema? What's going on? Yeah, so like leading that team and that. I heard somewhere that you were tribe number 1. So,
Lies.
Lies.
Lies. It was mine with Letitia. Lies. That's a lie.
You guys are confused.
Come fight me.
Listen.
Come fight me.
Listen. Watch on your game. He said he had somewhere. It was not written on paper.
Yes.
Period.
Shh. Continue.
Inbox.
Wow. I wonder.
I wonder. Yeah?
But anyway, other than that, I've had other roles like organizing committees. And one thing I can say is, for a leader, you have to know how to work with people. Because eventually, you're working with people. People have emotions, people have feelings. People can get balanced.
People are people. They're different people. What do they want?
Yeah. Now, okay, you just can't like assume that someone else is like you. Someone can handle what you can handle. So you have to understand your team like the core. Yeah, and you have to like provide that umbrella. I actually remember my VP telling me, no, it wasn't even telling me, he was telling us that for a leader, you have to like create that safe space. Showing your members that it's okay to make mistakes. And if you make mistakes, it's okay, you can learn from it and like improve from it. So being a leader and offering such support to your team members, just being there. Even if you don't have to know everything, but
Showing up, as Jesus said.
Yeah, show up. Even when you're mad, when you hear AIESEC,
even if you don't even like them,
Say what's
even if you don't like
You
them,
have to say what's
And the
up.
energy needs
Right. You have to hit that for
Guys, we're not in a concert, we're doing a podcast. We're not doing a concert, we're doing a podcast. Relax. Anyway, let's innovate. Hey, that's nice to do. That's nice to do. Okay, as for me, I think, challenges in ISEC. Damn. God damn it. I feel like for me it was a personality conflict. For me, I had this. Hey, should I? What this evidence?
Don't go too deep.
This evidence.
Don't go too deep.
I had this leader who was leading me, and I feel like our personalities were both big at that point in time. So when there's a point in time I did something and they did something and we disagreed, and kulikuwa na moto, guys. Ile moto ya Mbakasi, like sorry by the way to go to the casualties. It was quite big. We had a big altercation in front of many people, so it was not such a nice thing to look at, and it made me think, like, as a leader, you have to accept that you're gonna disagree with people in your portfolio, your LC, the whole chapter. You can disagree with. I can disagree with these people right now. And I tell them to leave. Like, I can disagree. You can disagree with anyone at any point in time, but the leadership quality you pick up from that is you need to learn how to listen to people's opinions and how to find a way to integrate them. If they can't be integrated, you find a way to work with the situation you have in a way that it brings out the end result perfectly. It's like that would be my first challenge, like having an altercation with someone who's directly above me, like a leader. And something else I'd say would be hey, showing up. Hey. Waking up every day and you see what's up. Hey, what's up? I mean, like 50 groups. I hate them all.
Haters.
But I love a few. And I feel like there's when you join AIESEC, there's so many groups, and like the main important groups that you're in, like there's always something to be done every morning. You wake up at 7 a.m. You find your VP has sent CTAs, tasks for today. This has to be done. At Warren, this has to be done today. This has to be done today, and you actually have to deliver. So like it's like having a job, but that's not a job, but it's still a job. And you're just there. I'm just a boy. I mean, I'm just a small boy. Why am I doing all these things? Like it becomes quite heavy. But with time, you learn that having all these responsibilities this quite early in life teaches you to be a greater person in future. Because now it's gonna be easier for you when you grow up. Like when you grow up. When you're in leadership roles, when you're in roles in a company or something, it's gonna be quite easy for you to do this, adapt and do this, right? And as I've said, adapt. I'd like us to talk about adaptation and innovation. Like, how have you adapted, being innovative in AIESEC as a person? Who wants to go first? I will start leaving my hand. Let's have Chiza. Adaptation and innovation in AIESEC. How have you adapted in AIESEC? How have you been innovative? You didn't have some things to, like, you didn't have the correct resources, but you were innovative enough to make something a success. Have you adapted and innovated?
I have a couple. Let me choose one. I think people in KU have had this story a lot of times. Some of them will be tired. But anyway, I'm retelling the story. So when I had applied to be part of the Congress Committee of SA, and when we went to South Africa, a lot had not happened. Like, we were organizing a conference that was scheduled for April, and that was scheduled for end of April, and I had come the like 2nd April. We had yet to secure venue, partners. Like, a lot of things had not been done, and I was a foreigner in another country. So I really had to adapt to that culture, and I had to take the mantle because they ended up actually firing 2 people from the CC. And funny thing, the CCP, the one who's part of the organizing committee, was not even in our WhatsApp. The organizing committee president was not in our chat, because when you're working in an international organizing committee, you're put in a Telegram group. He did not want to download Telegram, so it was difficult. So you just had to. It was, and imagine, interesting, that was even my first conference ever to organize. First conference ever, and it was tough. You're working on a zero budget in a foreign country. The organizing committee president is nowhere to be found. He's not sending responsibility.
He's not responsive.
So I found myself even doing work for the finance person. I found myself doing some. Yani, I think I touched everything. We can do it again. Do it again.
For the plot of your life.
I do it again, but knowing what I know now, I changed just some few aspects. Yeah, but I do it again.
Oh wow. The lovely Caridio.
For me, the whole adapting experience was the LSTMS. So LSTMS is local chapter training and motivation seminar this year, because last year, 2023, because when you're LCVP, when you're the Vice President Talent Management, you have to handle the agenda for LSTMS and election conference. And you guys, I almost went crazy. At one point, I just called everyone who was a fussy and someone else who backed out for me.
I was sick, guys.
You didn't tell me. You didn't tell me. Not everyone, but me.
I didn't tell Collins.
People quit and they don't tell you. They tell everyone.
But not you.
And that's already problem number one. Two, these people want their things done a specific way. These people want their things done like this. And you have this whole idea built around what you want the agenda to look like. And people are like, okay, I get what you're saying, but it's not giving.
But
I want to do it like this. So, LSTMS, it drove me to the edge. It drove me to the edge. Looking for a chair, I had to play you with our roles. I was there calling alumni. They're like, hello guys. Hi, I'm Edna. You have to talk nicely. And you guys know, okay, I talk nicely, but I'm not in that position to ask for things.
Well, talk nice.
But LCMS shaped how I handle people, how I talk to people. It shaped my level of professionalism. Whoever was the chair, Abel, Moshigadi, cheers to you. This guy taught me the strictest level of professionalism.
Abel received your
You guys, he would come and be like, why don't I have an agenda? Why don't I have Fussy Camp agenda? Why is Fussy Camp missing? He would call me and I would immediately stress. He would even call me just to tell me that he saw an email. And I'd be stressing. I'd be like, what? What have I done now? You guys, LSTMS drove me to the edge. That was my biggest adaptation point. I thought it was recruitment because I was talking to a bunch of people that I've never talked to. But really, it was LSTMS. At creating an agenda that makes sense to people. Do you know how hard it is to keep people engaged for 3 days? Gen Zs engaged for 3 days. These people don't want to listen for 10 minutes.
You're convincing them to pay.
You're convincing them to pay.
To come for 3 days.
And to listen to your spaces. You know, when everyone joins, they think LSTMS is just this. We're going outside for a trip for 3 days. You know, and then they get there, they're being told there's a space. Where
you have to be there and
people
sit down
used
and
to
listen.
ask me, excuse Miss Kusign up for space. Mimi nilikuwa nakuja kujibamba. Utasema yo LSTMS drove me to the edge, but that was my biggest adaptation point. I think now I know how to handle people. I know how to give people exactly what they want. You know. Professionally.
But
I know how to give people exactly what they want professionally. I know how to show up for people in ways that they didn't expect this, they got this, and I know how to make it work. I know how to, you didn't want this, but there's this now. So you have to take this.
And you laughed through it.
I laughed through it. And I didn't even have a voice. Let's even talk about that.
Story for another day.
Wow,
You're digressing.
That's
Story for another day.
Yeah.
Well. Our artist, tell us more. If it isn't our artist. Adaptive, and innovative.
Perfect. So when I joined last year, I joined for graphic design. I specifically picked that role. I even designed my whole booklet around graphic design. I was like, this is what I'm getting. You know? Convinced that as he was asking me these questions, I know these things. I know this. Then I check my email.
No doubt.
Check my email. I see some foreign ones.
Ulidhani. Story.
What do I see? I see lead nurturing. This whole thing, first of all, I don't even know what it is.
And I know nurturing. But what is lead nurturing?
So I can consult a bit and like, so I'm supposed to talk to people who interact with the AIESEC website, AIESEC.org. Shout out to AIESEC.org.
Please shout out. Guys, I will repeat again. This is a podcast, not a radio. Shout out. Keep in your pocket. You call them later on. Keep in your pockets. Keep in your pockets. Continue.
That's So funny.
This is a podcast, not a radio. Continue.
Yes. So, interact with people I've never met, especially in phone. It's like I have to call this stranger and tell them, hi, why did you interact? Like I started to interact.
First of all, why did you join? When did you sign up?
Why did you interact with the website?
So clearly, being an introvert, this was very much not my forte.
Yeah.
So I decided, that's where the seeds of being a VP were planted.
Okay.
I started learning leadership skills, ndogo, small, yani, to English viewers.
Okay.
And I started learning how I innovated and learned how to delegate work.
So you were delegating work, and it was your work. So you're delegating your work, and it is your work.
I was getting the work done.
But that's the main. That's the main thing.
That is the main.
But you're delegating your work delegated to you.
But it wasn't just like giving out work.
You are TM.
Hey! Flag to the left.
The work was still done.
The work was done.
Exactly, the work was done, and it was a fair exchange.
Yeah.
I shan't explain.
Yeah, I would not want you to explain more because I know we'll get calls from superiors sending templates. But anyway, now on to Casey. Then we finish up. No, actually.
No, just ladies.
Ladies first.
Come on, ladies. Tell us, adaptation and innovation.
Okay, so for me, I feel like I have adapted a lot. It's been so I think for me, I have adapted a lot in AIESEC. The first experience, like Asia, the first experience I got in AIESEC was I like marketing, so that's the thing I usually like doing. So I applied for this XP in brand and customer experience. What we do is graphic designs, videos, and things like this. But unfortunately, I was very sure, just like Asia, I was very sure I'm gonna get this role. I was confident. I was just smart. Like I had, you see how he's dressed, very.
Roy.
Look at the watch.
Come on
Which is a
now.
wristband. Like,
Please.
Come on.
This is not a fashion
It's
show.
not a reggae.
This is not a fashion show. Continue, don't digress.
If I was to apply for a job that they have shown me a pattern, so I applied for that role, and I did my best, honestly. But then when the results came back, I was business development. What they apply for this experience, like what is business development? What is this role? I was supposed to do sales, something PR and sales. But yeah, so I learned a lot through that role. In as much as it's not what I was qualified for, okay, what I wasn't applying for. Another interesting thing about AIESEC, when you're applying for a role, your leaders actually know, they can see through you what you are actually capable of. You might think, I know this is what I want to do, but you need to do the opposite. It's natural.
Jabba house.
And when you put into that role, actually you're gonna find out, okay, actually this was the thing for me. So even me, I have experienced that with my teams when I'm trying to recruit people. You're applying for this role, but when they look at you, I can see this. That's what the place is. Your place is here. So in AIESEC, you get to be put in that place, in those places where you will just grow and develop into a different person that you didn't know existed. And another part, getting into a higher role just after joining the organization in just about a year. Well, I can say before you get to, it's called the NC in a way, before you get to that role, you usually become presidents of the NCs and all those things. Then I was just there. I'm a very naive member. And in this space, with people who have been presidents, they've been vice presidents, they've been in CCs, they've been in OCs, and we were just there, very naive. The only experience I had was that BD role that I didn't apply for, and an OC role, an organizing committee as the marketing director. So it was very intimidating for me to be in those spaces. You want to speak, but you're not so sure what you're saying, if it is the right thing to say. Are they going to judge you? Are you going to look foolish? But I adapted and got through it. Look at me now. I'm doing my thing.
Managing all of us. Come on.
And Thing 3.
Come on.
Thing 3 in adaptation and innovation. I'd say in AIESEC we are a non-profit organization. We are a youth-led non-profit organization. Everything we do it on our own. So there's a lot of innovation that comes into it because we don't really have the funds. You can't say we have the funds to just throw anywhere, anytime. Want to do a conference somewhere, we lack money. You have to be very innovative on how you're going to get these things. Even right now, we're doing a whole production.
But we are blessed.
We are blessed.
Blessed.
So
That's what shalom. That's what matters.
You join AIESEC, you're going to be very creative, very innovative. No matter the role you're going to get, that's something every AIESEC boasts of. So join AIESEC.
Where? Bwana, ni wewe. In fact, anyway,
so
that's beautiful. Anyway, dancer. Nini utatuambia itasemwa hapa? Tell us something that's
what I wanted to say. You know, before you get this role, you have like that application process, and whereby you get even to get interviewed. So as I started, I said, okay, let's start. When I was joining AIESEC, you know, that was like my first interview, like all my life, apart from their shule. That was my first interview, and I had to be official and all that. So it was a crazy experience, but no, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about vice president application. So this is like in the middle of my term, and I'm like, everyone is like, Roy, go for VP.
I've had that before.
Go for it.
What do you mean? VP materials. VP materials.
Yeah,
you can lead us.
Yeah.
But
So,
and
and then now on the application,
the booklet.
it's like,
the booklet.
okay, now we're here. Okay, so I start application and then I open it. Deadline is in like 2 weeks. So I'm like, I have 2 weeks. I have 2 weeks to do all this.
Such a Kenyan attitude.
No. So I had 2 weeks. So going through the booklet and then those questions, oh God. As if you're applying like for a CEO role, was the questions there needed you to be innovative. They needed you to have answers, like huge questions. So that whole 2 weeks, it was crazy because I had to do so much consultation. Consulting even people who are not in the country. Consult so many people, even don't know, being told to create a manifesto. I don't know how to create a manifesto.
Unajua ni azimio.
Baba alikudanganya yake, but anyway, we're not talking about that now.
Yeah, creating a manifesto. And then, like for me, let me tell you, nilichelewa, like the deadline. Really, I was caught up with the deadline. It's a crazy story because I'd finished everything, but on the night of the deadline, KPLC ilifanya ile kitu. Stima zilienda. Sina wifi, sina laptop, sina simu.
KPLC wewe.
Nothing.
Power to the world.
Nothing. So I actually got to send it the next day, and I explained to the team immediately because it's not something you can just accept lightly. And they were like, okay, yeah, you can proceed. Then we went for the interviews. It was a nice interview. It wasn't nice, bro. Like 1 hour under fire. What do you mean? 1 hour under fire.
Pure fire.
Quick fire.
Back to why shukisha jameni. But anyway.
Sorry.
Go on. You know, do you see that? Have you ever seen that Kanye post?
They want to know what I do if I didn't win.
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. True.
Yeah, but anyway, I had to innovate. Yeah, and it was a crazy experience, but
Proud of you.
Ni sawa, jina kubwa. Anyway, guys, stay tuned for my story next time. As we continue, I have one question as we wrap up the podcast.
Can you say our names as well? What time is it to our week? I'm not missing that.
That's fine.
The rest of us are very anonymous.
There's time for introductions. Relax. So, like, as we finish off, one sentence you will tell someone who knows nothing about AIESEC and why they should join AIESEC. You can start with you, Sean.
Okay, so
Sean, then you.
One sentence that I would like to tell someone about AIESEC.
Who does not know anything about AIESEC?
Other than the first sentence being join AIESEC, the second sentence would be
Join too. Oh yeah. To beg. Well, beg.
the second sentence would
In the
be
exchange though.
yes, go for exchange. The second sentence would be tutakuwa kama mimi.
No. Hey.
No.
Superstar.
Artist.
Utakuwa kama yeye the children.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Yes. AIESEC won't give you jobs, but AIESEC will give you a community that will help you grow. You'll get to meet amazing people. Yeah.
AIESEC will remember, so.
Yeah.
But no, continue.
I'm actually okay.
So we talked about, but haven't mentioned one very important thing. AIESEC, we do exchange programs. We take people outside for internships and volunteering experience. So if you're a person who doesn't know what AIESEC does, please know we take people for exchange. So you're a young person, you want to experience exchange program. We take people, literally anyone in the world you want to go to. So go to AIESEC.com. Look for opportunities and experience that way, so not just being a member but also experiencing this product that you have.
Dancer.
Really, ladies.
Yeah, but tell them AIESEC will give you growth. Because when you're in AIESEC, you get so empowered, you get so challenged because people in AIESEC are like thinking big and they have the passion, they want to change the world. So being in such a space, you can't get your comfort zone. You have to get out of your comfort. So I'd say AIESEC will give you growth and join AIESEC. Chiza?
I'd say join AIESEC, go for exchange, stay hungry. That's the only way you're going to succeed and make the best out of this platform. And the last thing, you'll be put into situations and you'll wonder, what if I fail? But watch it will fly.
Hey, come on. How am I supposed to come after that?
How are you going to counter that?
Come on.
How do you counter that?
Let me stay hungry as I say this. So I'm just going to say, look at me and look at me in my eyes. Everyone has talked about exchange. Imagine you've never been outside this country. You've never gone out with your friends. The trip has never made it out of the group chat. What if you go to intern abroad with your friends as a trip? Think about it. You're making money. You're making money. You're going out and you're with your friends.
And you're building. No wait. And you're impacting community.
And you're impacting the community.
You're building community.
All I'm saying is, imagine.
Like you see, imagine.
You can actually execute that. Join AIESEC, go for exchange.
Anyway, as I close, I'd say AIESEC will change you. AIESEC will change you, and that's all I'd say. And with that, guys,
I have a bonus.
I have been your lovely host, Warren, and this has been.
I have a bonus.
Your name?
I have a bonus.
Casey. Sean Esho. Edna Kariri. Chiza.
Roy
Mutungu, stroke dancer. And we'll finish up with a bonus from Casey as we close the podcast.
Hakuna mkate ngumu.
Basi hayo ni kwetu kwa sasa.
Haya basi.
Peace out.